It's Ruth Roberts, organizer of the 30-hour famine, which you say you established back in 1971. Hey, just what, hanging around with a bunch of friends and said, let's do something nuts?
No, it was a little different. I was the president of our youth group, and it was a boring winter day. And we were meeting, and we'd been watching all these commercials on Ethiopia and all those children that were starving, and it was sort of the first time the world could see.
The gut-wrenching, aren't they?
Yeah, it was awful. So I just one little question is all I asked my friends is, have you ever gone hungry?
Wow.
That was the question that started everything. It's such a simple question, and they all said no, and I go, yeah, I've never been either, so I wonder what it would be like. That was it, Phoenix, that was it. So that started a weekend that we thought we'd starve. Then how we got it to go with World Vision is our youth sponsors were a couple named John and Grace Jarvis, and they were the ones that had 2 children from World Vision. They sponsored them, and so they thought this was a good avenue for us to use. And that's how we got World Vision involved. Mel Johnson, who was the representative for World Vision, came and talked to our youth group that weekend that we had it, and we had lots of fun. We had volleyball, basketball, because we had a gym and then we had a reel to reel.
Yes.
Reel to reel.
Yes.
It was around the world in 80 days. We had to rent it from the Film Board of Canada to get that movie. Yeah. So that's how it started. We had sponsors. I brought my little recipe cards that we sponsored, and then my dad made up a pamphlet, and it's very old, but I've kept it all these years.
And look where you are now.
Look where we are now. It's just amazing.
How does it make you feel seeing it around the world?
Oh, it's just so inspiring that something so simple could have snowballed to what it is today. You know.
You see someone like Angel sitting beside you here, and you say to yourself, and even Graeme for that matter, why is it important for someone like Angel to be involved in something so large of a conversation?
Because there's such a need. You know, you see these children starving. When I went to World Vision and I saw the boxes of pictures of children, individual children, boxes of them, waiting for sponsors because they're starving.
Ruth,
I know
please.
it is. It's just hard.
Yeah.
So when you see these kids, coming up, coming up and still being, feeling responsible for those children and doing something about it. It's amazing. Yeah.
44 years ago, when you first started to where you are today, are we making progress, Ruth?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the media, with all the events, with the celebrities that are doing things for charities. Look at all these celebrities that are out there helping different causes. Yeah, there's a real awareness.
Scary to think where we are. That we're even having this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
You know, then again, 44 years ago when you started this conversation, it's scary to think that it's still continuing to this day.
It is.
Massive progress, though.
Yeah.
Why do you say that, Graeme?
I mean, the World Bank is estimating that by 2020, we should see the percentage of the world's population in extreme poverty, living on under $1.50 a day, drop below 10% for the first time in really human history. And they're estimating that by 2030, we could actually be the first generation to experience a world without extreme poverty. And the numbers have been cut in more than half in the last 25 years. So since 30-hour famine started even, there's just been this massive march forward. And now we're pushing towards that goal of seeing the end of extreme poverty in our lifetime, which is super exciting.
Yeah. What does it mean to you, Angel, to meet this wonderful lady who started this idea?
I think it's so incredible. It is a bit more common maybe today to see people doing things like 30-hour famine, but it's just incredible to have an idea and then have it become so large and create something
and last so long.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been like, it's one of those few things that is gone. I remember it from high school. A lot of people will remember it for a long time.
You called yourself a silly girl back in 1971 to put something like this together, and no one is calling you silly today.
No, good. Good.
What's next? What's next?
For me?
Well, yeah.
I don't do the 30-hour famine anymore. I'm sorry. No.
That's okay.
My stomach can't handle that.
But you encourage
But I
those
encourage the
yeah,
young people to do it, yeah.
get on board.
Yes.
And again, it starts tomorrow, right? Thank you for being here this morning as well, too. Ruth Roberts, organizer of the 30-Hour Famine, starts tomorrow. And again, if you want more information, we also have great websites as well, too, that we've been posting along the way as well, too. So thanks for being here this morning.